Hello everyone. Let's start online video lectures on project management course. Now today's topic is the project human resource management. The contents are importance of the project human resource management, keys to managing the people, human resource planning, acquiring, developing and managing the project team and software assistance. So as you know, the importance of the human resource management are if we fail to determine the people, then the people determining the success and the failure of the organization and projects. What is the project human resource management? It is nothing but it includes the processes required to make the most effective use of the people involved with the project. So in project human resource management, we have to identify the resources. The resources means what? The people we need to succeed our project. So these processes include organizational planning, staff acquisition, team development and team management. So this diagram shows the process of human resource management. Before starting the processes, let's discuss the keys to manage the people. There are how to manage the resources, how to manage the people, what are the major factors which are included to manage the people. The motivation, we have to motivate the people, the influence and power and effectiveness. So the what motivation theory says, the first factor, motivation. What motivation theories says that there are two types of motivations: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means what? The causes the people to participate in an activity for their own enjoyment. And extrinsic motivation means what? It causes the people to do something for a reward or to avoid a penalty. So there are many theories of the motivation. So what of these different theories? So first one is the Maslow hierarchy theory. The Maslow theory says that it implements or develops the hierarchy of the need, which illustrates his theory that the people's behavior are guided by the sequence of needs. We can identify the behavior of the people by their needs. So what they say is that the needs of the people, they develop the needs of the people, they develop this motivation theory on the needs of the people in hierarchy. So the bottom four needs are referred to the deficiency needs, and the highest level referred to the growth need. The next is Herzberg's motivation and hygiene factors. So what this theory says that he discussed between the two factors, that the motivational factor and hygiene factors. So what are the motivational factors? The achievement, the recognition, the work, the satisfaction, the responsibility, etc. And the hygiene factor means what? Which causes the dissatisfaction if not present. The people or resources are not satisfied with the job responsibility, are not satisfied with the work itself. The examples include the larger salaries, more supervision, and more attractive work environment, etc. So, this is an example of Herzberg's hygiene factor and motivators. The next is McClelland's acquired needs theory. So, what this says that the process, it proposed that the person's specific needs are acquired or learned over a time and shaped by their experiences. The needs or the needs of the people or needs of the resources are changed by their needs. This theory says that the needs of the people are changed by their experience. These are the This theory says that the main categories of the acquired needs include the achievement, affiliation, and power. The people who have the high need for achievement, they seek to the excel and tend to avoid both the low risk and high risk situation. So next is affiliation. The people with the high need for affiliation means what? They desire the harmonious relationship with the other people and need to feel accepted by others. And the power is the people with the need for power, either personal power or institutional power. The next is McGregor's theory X and theory Y. So this proposes the three theories: theory X, Y, and Z. What this theory says that the X theory says that the workers dislike and avoid the work, so the managers must use the coercion, threats, and various control schemes to get workers to meet their objectives. They use the power. Okay, they use the power to get the project succeed. The theory Y says that it assumes the employees do not inherently dislike the work, but they consider it as a natural as play or rest and enjoy the satisfaction of the esteem and self-acquisition needs. The Z theory says that and this approach they are motivating the workers, emphasizing trust, quality, collective decision making, and cultural values. The next is Thamhain and Wilem's ways to have influence on project, which is a second factor. The first was motivation, next is influence, and next is power. So, what influence on project means? What there are 9 influences bases that are available to the project managers. Project managers they have the 9 influences basis. The first one is authority. The authority, the legitimate hierarchy right to issue the orders. The project manager have the authority to issue the orders. The assignment, the project manager have the ability to influence a workers letter work assignments. They can give the work assignments that the project manager have this authority. The budget, the project manager have the ability to authorize the others use of discretionary funds. Promotion, the ability to improve the workers position. The money, they have the ability to increase the workers' pay and benefits. The penalty, they have the ability to cause the punishment. The work challenge, the project manager have the ability to assign the work. The expertise, the project manager have the ability that they perceive the special knowledge that the others deem important. The friendship, they have the ability to esteem the friendly personal relationship between the project manager and others. These are the 9 influence bases that project manager have. The ways to influence that help and hurt the project means what? uh, how the project manager can use the influence, what are the different ways, and those ways can help the projects to succeed, or those ways can hurt the projects may get fail. So what are those ways of influences? The projects are more likely to succeed when the project manager influence with expertise and work challenges. The project manager have the expertise with them, or they have the work challenge, and the projects may get succeed. And another way is the projects are more likely to fail when the project manager rely too heavily on authority, money, penalty. They have the power, they give the punishments, they use the hygiene factors uh, while implementing the project, then it is a possibility that the project may get fail. So these are the two ways. The next third factor is power. Okay, the three factors we are discussing: motivation, influences, and power. In that, this is a third factor, power. The power is a potential ability to influence the behavior to get the people to do things they would not otherwise do. Means what? Using power, you can uh, uh, you can give the compulsion. You can give the give the compulsion to the people that you have to do these things. Okay, even that the people do not want to do those things, so they influence behavior to get the people to do things that they will not otherwise do. The types of power include the coercive power, which involves the punishment; the legitimate, which involves to do the things based on the position; the expert, which involves the personal knowledge; the reward, which involves the incentive to induce the people to do the things; the referent, the people who have the referent. So power are held in a very high regard. So improving effectiveness, Covey's 7 habits. Okay, so project managers can apply these Covey's 7 habits to improve the effectiveness of the project. Now here they have to, the project manager have to improve the effectiveness on project. So what are these 7 habits? The project manager can we be proactive? Means what? The project manager must be proactive in anticipating and planning for problems and inevitable changes on the projects, being with the end in mind. So, this suggests that the people focus on their values, what they want to accomplish, and how they want to remember in their life. So, he suggests that writing a mission statement to help achieve this habit, being with the end in mind, means what? We have the achievement, we have the mission statement in mind, and we are achieving this. To achieve that statement, we are working. Put first things first, means what? The Covey developed a time management system and matrix to help the people prioritize their time. The next is think win or win. They presents several paradigms to think win is the best choice in most situations. The next is seek first to understand, then to do understood. The next one is synergize. Means what? The project team can synergize by creating collaborative products that are much better than a collection of individual efforts. They have to do the work in a team so that they can produce a better products rather than the collection of individual efforts. The sharpen the saw. When you practice sharpening the saw, you take time to renew yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, and socially. So, the practice of self renewal helps people avoid burnout. So, the project manager can make sure that they and their project teams have time to retain, re energize, and occasionally even relax to avoid the burnout. This is about the use keys for the project. The key to manage the people.